You see me stood next to a huge box. I'm still on the floor and it comes to just below my rather massive stomach. We have, at this moment in time, a complete mystery vacuum cleaner. I have no idea what is inside of this, so let's have a look. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums. Oh, how are you today? So this is coming from a collector who will remain anonymous. I know who it is. I'm very, very excited, proud, happy, everything to be working with this individual. And this is the first machine he has sent. It arrived today. I had to take it from my office and stick it in the car. I'm not entirely sure how to open it because all the tape is down this middle bit, so I think we're probably going to have to lay on the floor and see what we can uncover. Here we go then. It's actually just in shot. That's very, very handy. Otherwise it needs to come out of this box just to store it. I'm going to keep the boxes so it can go back, but I cannot help but imagine that the actual cleaner inside this box is going to be a lot smaller than the box itself. And obviously it will save me time having to find a box to send it back with. So we need to keep this box really. If it does open the top, can't really tell what it is though. Let's keep. See the straps, the tape is going straight through. All these straps, and I haven't got a strapping machine, so I cannot replicate them. We have one, it's like the worst knife in the world. One open, but I still can't tell what's in it. This has been wrapped up very, very well. Indeed, right. Right. Lots of those, they're always good. We have some boxes for packaging, fair enough. We have right. There is more than one machine in here because I do a couple for this individual. First off, we have, oh wow, a JaxVax Hoover Senior. This is a pattern built machine. I'm going to have to put this over here out your way because I cannot get to anything else. What do we have here? We have, oh gosh, a complete mystery with, by the looks of it, a broken handle. That's it. Thank goodness, we only have two. Right. I'm going to ferret this box away because I really want to keep it to send these back in, although I'll make it a bit more rigid and probably break these down a bit. You can't even see me. Hang on. There we go. The box was still so big that it wouldn't fit up in the loft, but I didn't want to pack it down. Right, so we have 2 vacuum cleaners. Now this one is a little bit, I won't say broken, it's probably just fallen apart. So we shall come back to this in a second. And we'll start with this purely so that we can work out A, what the heck it is, and B, get it assembled. So we have a bag that says the Junior cleaner on it. Here is the handle that is not attached. Wow. And this is what we have. I've no idea what it is. Oh, it's a Vactric. Ah! It is a Vactric vacuum cleaner. That makes more sense. Obviously the handle bail isn't too great, so we shall try and get that on. Ah, look, it unplugs. That's handy. So have a look at this. We have a one-piece handle. With a switch, and my gosh, isn't that switch a Hoover Dust 100 switch? So the switch is up there. Very nice Art Deco handle. Modern flex, fair enough. We do have some old ribbed cable through here, and the handle bail itself. Next we have a lovely red bag. It says that the Junior cleaner on it, so I'm not quite sure where that came from. This is going to be, it should wash up okay, but actually that's pretty clean. That's seen a bit of use, but it doesn't smell at all. Look, even that's incredibly well painted. Then we have this. Oh gosh, the Vactric itself. This is the machine with its little motor. It's basically a Hoover Junior 119 just rebodied, and I don't know if this is its original colour. I think it possibly might be. So that came from there, just so we're all aware. I'm going to put that down there for now, because we have a height adjustment knob. Oh God, which is seized. Okay, so look at that. We've got 2 little screws for the base plate, which we shall have a look at in a second. This is the belt cover. So there is the belt. We do have a belt. That's fabulous. We have a flat belt and a little tiny brush file with stiff brushes. Wow, isn't this exciting? Right, I think we'd best try and put the handle onto this machine and see how it works. And of course I have no idea how to put the handle on, because I've never had one of these before. So we'll start by taking the cable off, just because it seems like a sensible place to start. There is paint on the cable. It's not a fabulous sign. Now I think this has just popped off these 2 pivot points down here. So hopefully, there we go. Oh wow, isn't that simple? And then we've also got this bit, which I have no idea what it does. It all looks really hand painted to me, and there's no sort of circlip clip on this side, so that's a bit strange. To see if I can find a picture of it. It's also, it's been stored damp because there is rust on the bag, but we have our vacuum cleaner. The way it works is actually incredibly simple. That handle just fits on there, and then when you put it down it comes off of that clip and then hits there to stop it from going back any further, really. There we go, look. We'll put the plug back in. It's got wooden wheels, that's excellent. Well, I can't really take them off because I should need to, really. This all seems fairly okay. Nothing a flipping good clean up wouldn't cure. Right, we'll leave the belt off for now. And we'll see if it runs. Check it's 240 volts. 210, close enough. It is on at the minute, we'll leave it on at the minute. And it doesn't work. Marvellous. Why doesn't it work? Well, I don't like that very much. There's bare wires showing there. It could be as simple as the fuse. Oh, let's not going to go into too much detail on this video. If I can't fix it on this video, it will have to go into full-on troubleshooting mode. Oh, there's only a 3 amp fuse. Not sure if I've actually got anything around me that would take a 3 amp fuse without blowing straight away. Let's give it a beep test. It's not beeping. Ah, so it's not the fuse. That means it could literally be anything. Anything at all. If we put the live there, and then I have no idea which wire does which down here. But none of them seem to be doing anything, so that's fairly... That narrows it down a bit, doesn't it? There's no live through the switch. Do we have a neutral? No. So I think it's fairly safe to say at this early stage that there is an electrical problem somewhere. So I shall not investigate that anymore now because I don't have the right tools on me. So what I don't want to do, because this whole handle grip's got to come off, which is actually just pulling it up. Oh look, there's a wood screw, that's always a fine sign, isn't it? Okay, so this also forms the cable holder entry debris. That's up. I just need to go up a little bit more so I can potentially pull the cable out. It has been repainted. Because they are different shades, and that's actually all the damage from trying to take this off in the past, but that's not too bad actually. With just a good clean up, we don't need to touch that too much. So we can take our little wood screw out. It's not fully the end of the world really, because you can't see anything when it's together, so that's fine, that's not horrific. Now this is where I'm going to fall down a bit because I don't have any tools on me. All I've got is this little micro set. Ah, that is enough. So there we have, that'll be the correct screw, I would imagine. Ooh. Oh. Oh. What resides beneath the tape? Ah, lovely, look, solder and wrapped around. It's not as bad as it could be, I suppose. So they're alright. So yeah, I think our issue is going to be something fairly easy to diagnose, let's be honest. But there's more of it in here, look. Blimey, so it's a switch live on this machine. Could be the switch. In fact, we can test it a little bit now, hang on. That side's going off to live, and we know the fuse works in the plug. Oh, I'm going to try and do this sort of whilst holding everything with me. We have a live to the switch. The switch is broken. Well, not broken, because this is an arrow switch from England, which means that it may well open up. If it doesn't, and I should check this first, I need to find another switch, and it is a Hoover switch. So we cannot really test this at the minute, because all I can do right here and right now is take off this front top cover, and unfortunately once I've taken off this front top cover, which, there we go, that'll just take this plate off, not actually help us get into the switch, because I'm going to have to try and, crikey, that's crumbly. Yeah, this is going to take some, I need to be double sure first I've got another switch before I go too much further. So we'll put that, oh, I'll put this back together, and then we'll have a quick look at the bottom while we're here. So there we go, it's all back together. I haven't put that fully back on because there isn't much point really. What I am going to do, however, is take the fuse out, because I've just pushed all of those random soldered connections in after we pulled the tape off, and obviously I do not want anything or anyone to get hold of it. So we have an upper cord hook which looks quite plasticky. I'm not taking it off now, I'm just going to wrap the cable around. It's almost as if it's been painted with the cable on. And look, it's covered in paint. I think it's had a refurb at some point. No idea when. Don't know how old this is. It's probably quite old. I will have a look for the next video when I know what the score is. So we'll put that back there. Oof. Like so. Then let's have a look at the bottom, where, underneath, we can remove the one, and this is going to be the original thumb screw, and the very loose and painted normal screw. And we can lift off the base plate, which has no seal. So that might have to be sorted. It's a bit rusty, although not too bad. That should come up very well on the wire wheel. What else can we see? We have two more wooden wheels. with overspray included. Oh, look at that little tiny belt. Don't know how good it is. And this is the actual brush roll itself. Look at that. Oh gosh. Okay, right, that's a thing. These bristles are falling apart. Oh gosh. As they are there, they're rotten. I don't know if this actually comes out. And imagine it possibly does. But yeah, if we pull on, they're okay. But down here, look, it's all just... I shall be very careful with this because there's like a big screw on that side and then a little grub screw there. Obviously I'm never going to get it undone with this stupid little thing. So we shall leave that well alone. It's got scratch marks where it's been done before. The motor spins by hand, although quite slowly. Well, this is going to be a very interesting little project. Let us put it back there for now. It's got a lovely rubber bumper which should be fine. Ooh, there we go. Could be a Vactric 4977 T6139/2. But I couldn't tell you. I also don't know if it's actually been done properly or if it's just had hammerite wafted over it. But it looks quite nice from a distance. So that is okay. So we shall put the bag slide back on. Fit the bag, which goes like, not sure if this is the original bag, you know, because I can make the writing go in that way, but then as soon as I go to stick it on the front, it's not right. Problem is, if I take it off and turn it round, do it the other way, it's still not right, although it looks slightly better like that. But as soon as it inflates, it's going to go whoomph, and then this bottom bit here is just going to bulge right out. So we shall have a look at that and see. But for now, that is our Vactric. Let's have a look at this next. Yes, we'll do two in one video. Why the devil not? So, I know a little bit more about this. It is a refurbished model. Now, back in the day, when these were fairly current, there was a big market in refurbishing and reselling them. And in fact, it's over the Hoover logo. Yeah, there was a big market for redoing, repainting, different hood, everybody's favourite pattern bag. These up. This one has been redone. It was a 652A. There is now no ratings plate on it at all. Just a 240 volt sticker, which I'm not going to bother to show you. But what's slightly interesting is that it's been redone very thoroughly. The switch, which as you can see was once red, has been painted. Everything has been painted. The brush roll has been painted. The hood has been painted, because there's the Hoover logo underneath the rebuilt by JaxVax Limited. JaxVax. Although I cannot not pop the hood off just to see what this is going to be like, because I am very intrigued. I like little oddities like this. Oh. Let's just put the handle down. Inside we have a reproduction hood. These were never black. That's quite cool. They've even painted the top motor bearing. That's astonishing. I'd imagine the actual motor's a legit motor. It's still got its suppressor, so we won't turn it on for very long if we fire it up. It also may well have its original bulb. I can get these dated, although not right now. It's a General Electric age appropriate bulb, and it's not blown, so assuming that this machine is half decent, it should run. So there we go, there's a thing. You can see there's the markings for the height adjustment. And this is going to be a controversial one, because obviously, you know, this would have once been a lovely original, no idea what colour, oh gosh, Hoover Senior 652A. But of course, even this rebuild itself is now historic. Yes, it's not, I would possibly frown upon it happening now, unless the machine was a complete basket case. But you see, this has had it for so long. Hang on. I'm struggling to find my thread. Because this has been done for so long, it's almost historic itself. Come on, yes, there we go. It's almost historic itself, because not many would have survived. These would have been cheap when they were refurbished, comparably to a brand new one. So they were possibly treated as more disposable to go with it, if you know what I mean. But this has survived so incredibly well. Look, it's got excellent brush strips. It's got actually a fantastic belt that you can even still read the 652 side on it. The motor spins okay. So this is one of those annoying ones where all the purists are going to go, oh gosh, that's awful, we've ruined it. But this is probably 30 years old in this paint job. This is not a recent thing. Oh gosh, they're not fab. That's been bent. The old spring clips that hold the base plate down. Come on. There we go. So yeah, blah 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 blah. Rebuilt, refurbished, sold on market stalls, independent vacuum cleaner. Because I think these all went, you know, the company. If I'm going to get some JaxVax facts from people, because I think these probably would have been done en masse. They've even painted the cord from it. It's actually a pet hate of mine. I might reverse that if I've got a spare one. Let's have a look at the bag. It has a bag. It has a pattern bag. Very nice. It's actually spotless. Knowing where this came from, I can see why, but I cannot tell you that, I'm afraid, so you will have to deal with it. Right, let's see if this is going to turn on or explode and kill me. That's not bad. Not bad at all, but tired. It needs some work. I'm quite looking forward to working on it actually. Perhaps not as much as this Vactric, even with its decidedly odd paint job and bag and hateful way of standing up. But this is history right here. I'll be honest, this is controversial, but would have been original at the time, is now old enough to be of interest. It is, I think, rebuilt completely. It's either rebuilt completely of pattern parts, or it's horrifically redone. Not horrifically bad, I mean horrifically is in a lot of work. So there we go, we couldn't see the Vactric run. I'm afraid I shall get round to rewiring that in a couple of days, bringing some life into it, but then in doing that I may as well have it all apart and refurbish it, because I'm going to have to take it apart quite a bit to do that. So we shall see whether it will just get fully refurbished and then I'll fix it as well. So all we can do is pretend. It's a nice little thing to hold, by that squeaky wheel. That's much better. So yeah, there we go. A Vactric of unknown model. Hopefully I found it out by the time I put this video live. And a JaxVax 652A. So, thank you very much for watching, and I and these shall see you soon. Bye bye.